Y'all, I'm waiting for somebody specifically to join this live. So hold it down. Hold it down. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Y'all know when I go live, I just need to clarify some things. I just want to clarify things because every time I'm on here, I have to clarify things because everybody like to, twist narratives with my business. But how y'all doing today till that person join? I probably should close my office door. Come on, y'all. Let's close it. Actually, I'm gonna leave it cracked so that they know I'm here. Thank y'all. Thank you. Bruh, he is taking forever to join this shit. And I don't got all day. I don't like doing interviews and all that shit, so it's very hard to get in contact with me for those things. If you're not like a friend of mine or something, I typically I won't bother with that because I don't like it. Thank y'all. He taking forever to join, so I might just have to change this. Hi, twin. Hi, twin. I'm just trying to go live because I need to clarify some stuff before I go about my day. But the person I was trying to have join this shit taking too long. Thank you, twin. It's probably the filter, though. I likes this filter. Y'all, he taking forever to join. So I was going to come up here and clarify some shit about me and Flames 2 on 2. I was trying to wait for P to Dom, but he just taking forever, and OTF. So I don't know. So I'm just going to clarify it because I have to go on about my day, y'all. So yesterday, I guess Me and Flames 2 on 2 twin. Me and Flames 2 on 2 premiered on 40's Caffeine channel. And we didn't even know that the battle was dropping yesterday. We didn't know it was premiering. We still don't know to this day. Like, we don't know nothing. The last thing we was told was that the battle was dropping on the app and then it was going to their YouTube, which that's what I wanted it to do. I don't have a problem with that. There was agreements that were made to get a reduced price, to get all these different things. Hey, Ken. To get all these different things met. A lot of the business fell through. There was a lot of different miscommunications, but this was the biggest one that really bothered me because the least we could have been was informed that it wasn't going to drop on the app, that it wasn't going to drop on YouTube. Like, why would I be okay with my opponents controlling where the battle premieres? Like, y'all already controlled the narrative of how long the battle was supposed to be, And then when I did finally speak with the league, I found out it wasn't an intentional, I guess, deceitful thing. But I feel how I feel. But I guess it wasn't a deceitful, intentional thing. But regardless, you should have at least had the courtesy when you got the flyer or something to tell me and Flames, hey, the battle's not dropping here. It's going to do this. Because rather you feel I won, rather we feel we won, which we did several interviews saying we feel like they rap longer, so of course we feel like they won. They rap double our time. Okay, life goes on. But I'm just not finna have a bitch getting on here acting like I give a fuck about her, because bitches haven't handled enough business, enough contracts, or have no real business to ever sit at the table and play about mine, right? All right, sell the battle, that's one thing, but don't fucking come over here playing about my contracts and my business, because that's not one thing I do. I really pride myself on how I handle my business. So yeah, I don't like to find out something about my battle from Twitter from another battler. Somebody from Black Market, somebody from URL, somebody from Houston Barcode could have contacted me, myself, or Flames like anybody else and just said, hey, it's premiering here. Here's the flyer, promote it. You don't just tag me in some shit and say, hey, this is the change that's happening. Yeah, so that's my problem. Like, I'm not finna let nobody get on here and make it seem like it's a battle rap narrative. Girl, respectfully, I don't care about you. I don't. I do care about people honoring their words and agreements that I came to with other people being honored. If I took the battle for a reduced rate, if I took the battle for any other reason than my normal motivation, then those minor or minimal conditions could have been met. So yeah. That's just all I wanted to say, y'all. I'm probably gonna have to say it again today, later on. Oh shit, I didn't even see what you said, twin. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna stay at this tone, period, because you know I'm in a place of business. Again, shit bitches don't know about. So, you know, that's where my problem come from. It have nothing to do with the next female or none of that. It don't even have nothing to do with Flames. This was a coffee thing. I got on there. I found out my battle was premiering on Caffeine instead of the app or YouTube or Facebook. And I thought that was strange. It was frustrating to me that be the first update that I've received about our battle since it happened. But that wasn't on them. I think there was a lot of communications that fell between the cracks between everybody. It's already done now. So, yeah, that's that. I'm just tired of people always using my name for some kind of clickbait, some kind of like fucking conspiracy. Like, y'all are weirdos. Grow up. Worry about your business. And stay out of my business. It was in the contract. It's supposed to drop on the app. The app. So that Blood Cousins could have a drop. It was supposed to drop on the app so that Blood Cousins could have an actual battle to stand on, win, lose, or draw. That's what it was about. Good morning, beautiful. So I don't really like people trying to always change the narrative like it's personal. I don't even care about y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all be fucking strangers to me. Saying hi to y'all is like saying hi to anybody else that I seen yesterday. I'm gonna say hi today. Like, I promise, like, I don't like that. It's always something. But this time it wasn't with, you know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with the fucking battlers. I just didn't know it was dropping and I thought that was weird. So yeah. Any questions? It's not that I don't care. I already said I don't like it. I don't like. Good morning.
Good morning. You look cute.
How you doing? Thank you.
Good.
You know, I'm only bringing you on here so we could just clarify some things.
What we clarifying?
So I just wanted to get on here and clarify the whole thing with Houston Barcode and the 2-on-2. My problem is not with 40 bars, right? I don't care about 40, like, at all. Like, not even a little bit. She had nothing to do with none of my business. My problem was that I didn't have no updates or Flames. Me or Flames had no updates about the battle at all since we went there. That was like 2 months ago. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it was strange to get on Twitter being tagged in a flyer for my battle premiering on Caffeine when my contract says the app. I wanted it to drop on the app. Blood Cousins needs to have a battle on the app, win, lose, or draw. Like, you win some, you lose some, you fight another day. My problem have to do with my business, right? The least they could have did was tell us. We could have got the flyer, we could have promo, we could have been a part of it. Like, it was very biased, and I don't think it was good business to do it that way and not even let us know. So I don't like when bitches come and try to make a narrative like it's about them. It's not about you. Mind your business on that fucking couch. I'm at the business table discussing my contract problems. That's my grievance. It have nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying?
So
And
it was
then on
supposed to
top of
drop on the
that,
URL app.
that's what we all was thinking. But then when I
Oh,
spoke with Beretta, I guess they told her it wasn't going to drop because they felt like I had grievances, which those original grievances came down to the time, but who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it in the interview and it was done. Like, I love Beretta. I love C3. It is what it is. But I do think that the premiere of it or the change of the drop could have been handled better, period, with the talent. That's my frustration. That's it. Like, don't come on here because bitches love to take my name and make it like clickbait or try to like make it seem like a narrative, like personal to these bitches. They're all strangers to me. Y'all bitches are all strangers to me. I don't fucking know y'all. I say hi to y'all and bye to y'all like anybody else. That's common, like,
I think
decency.
that I think 40 thought that the issue came because of the recent spat on Twitter. So it seemed like she was trying to get back, and even from the live that she did when she was talking about the video, it seems like it was kind of like an aha moment for her. So I don't
What?
know if she thought
Oh, with the string?
with the premiering, right?
Nah, because even when she was like, it seemed like you hating. I said, nah, this is why I don't do business with small leagues, but do your thing. It have nothing to do with her premiere or her show. They allowed her to do it. That
Mm-hmm.
have nothing to do with me, just like what the business I did with URL and them have nothing to do with her.
Right.
So I just don't like for people to try to make it seem like it is something because they always try to do that. That shit is weird to me. I'm not clickbait for y'all. Like, and you don't know my back end business. So again, I told you, do your thing. And I discussed my grievances with Beretta on the back end.
And it
And I'm
has nothing to
still,
do with a win or a loss. The video was
no,
already.
we just thought it was supposed to drop on the app. It's like, why would you premiere it on Caffeine when it should have premiered on the app? Then we all could have had watch parties. We all could have did it on Caffeine. We could have dropped clips. Like, nobody was promoting it because we didn't know if it was gonna drop. Like, usually the battle dropped, then we start dropping our clips and stuff. Like, niggas been holding the clips. Niggas been had the battle. Like,
Y'all didn't. So I was on the live last night when they did it on We Like to Know. I see Beretta was there. C3 was invited. She was supposed to come, but she was unable to make it. Were you and
and
Flames
Beretta
not even
told
in?
me, yeah, Beretta told me that C3 is the one that orchestrated it. She didn't know anything about it till yesterday at 3 p.m.
Which may
So
be the
this is,
case. Which may be the case. She was there. C3 wasn't. Were you and Flames not invited? Not allowed the
we
opportunity?
didn't know nothing about it. We wasn't invited. We was just tagged in it. So if y'all
Okay.
don't get my frustration,
So
then like
it
that's
caught you off guard.
on
So you
y'all.
weren't.
Like, cause I didn't know about nothing about it. The last we heard, it was dropping on the app. Then it was going to Houston Barcode YouTube. I wanted a YouTube drop. I needed one this year. So it don't have nothing to do with anybody that's not even involved in the business. Like, y'all love spinning shit, and that's weird to me.
Okay, so I definitely understand. It just seems like it's always something. So I see she was like, basically like she tried to
She
paint
made it about
sticks
her,
right, made it
and
seem like
it was
y'all.
never about you. Like, that's narcissistic. It had nothing to do with you. I told you, do your thing. And
I
you
could
still didn't
understand how
invite us
she.
then.
I could understand how she may have gotten that impression, just because it seemed as though y'all just had the kiki Instagram, the Instagram being deleted moment, and then all of a sudden it comes out she's premiering your battle. Y'all been going back and forth
Yeah,
about
and
battles.
you didn't invite me or Flames.
Right.
You have no side in this, or you're not supposed to anyway. So why wasn't we invited, informed, given a flyer, told? And it doesn't even start at 40. It trickles down from like URL and Black Market to Houston Barcode to everybody else that was involved. Somebody could have let us know. I had to call Flames like, did you know about this? She like, no. So
Well,
yeah, it's kind of frustrating.
Well, one thing I will say that I did notice is that before, because in the clip that was posted, that is before they premiered the battle. And she is stating that, oh, you don't want the battle to be seen because you lost. And I feel like if you're going to be the
I just
one,
wanted it to drop on the app.
well, if you're going to be the one premiering the battle, you shouldn't be putting out that they lost the battle, because what if
Well,
somebody
that
saw the
was my
battle
and that was
and,
my
and
problem
saw
too
that you
with
won? You've
why
already fed the narrative.
and that's what I voiced to Beretta. Me and Beretta got on the phone. My concerns was, why would you think me and Flames would be okay with 40 bars and E Heart premiering the battle when we was all just talking mess with them back and forth? Like,
Right.
that's not cool. Y'all didn't invite us. Y'all forming a narrative. Like, it's just not cool. So it doesn't matter who's all friends and stuff. I'm not friends with nobody. So at the end of the day, all I stand on is my business. And that battle was a favor. So the least we could have been was informed. I'm not asking for nothing else. Like,
Yeah, I don't think that that's too much. I at least think you guys should have been invited. I was there, and then once I saw that
or
list,
informed. Just let us know. We would have promoted the flyer. We could have did something. Like, nobody let us know nothing. I swear to God. And that's my frustration. Like,
and I
I've ran events. You seen I ran an event this year. I would not have did it like that. I
even
wouldn't
when
have
you
did it like that.
your reaction on Twitter, it seemed like it was a very natural reaction, like someone that was caught off guard.
And
So
I had very legit questions. They
but
said,
you
what was
did.
my concerns? I listed the questions and she made a call. And then it was clarified, but regardless, the communication should have been there.
I
Period.
saw people on the We Like to Know. Some of the fans were making comments. Beretta said that you and her did have a conversation.
Yeah, that's the
Aside
one I'm
after
referring to.
after the Twitter spat.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's the one I'm referring to. But then I seen that clip, so it's like, girl, don't make it about you. It's not about you. It's not about your show. It's not about your couch. It goes all the way back to my contract I signed to even take that battle a week before the Hustle battle.
and you guys, I've seen you on Caffeine previously, so you could have been maybe allowed the opportunity to premiere your own battle on your own Caffeine.
And that's what it came down to. I said, Beretta, you don't think me and Flames would have liked to go live and premiere it with somebody, or maybe ourselves? You don't think we would have liked to invited our fans? You don't think that would have been cool? And her response was, C3 set this up. She had no idea about any of this, and that C3 and 40 bars is cool. So
They
again,
are.
it comes down to intent for me. Now it's about intent, because we already established that it was unprofessional and lack of communication, right? So now it comes down to intent. What's your intent? Who gave you this permission if Beretta wasn't aware?
So
You know? So when I spoke with her,
C3's not
when
a
I
league
spoke,
owner.
but hold on. Yeah,
So
no,
how
she's
could she
not. But
give
she
someone
set up this.
permission to premiere?
Exactly. So that's why when I spoke with Beretta, she said she was like confused and wasn't aware. She found out last minute. But my frustration, again, comes back to the fact of, as soon as you found out, me or Flames should have been advised, regardless of what the breakdown of communication was. And it still was not professional or cool for y'all to premiere it on that channel with that bias and not even let me and Flames know at all.
Yeah, and I feel like even if C3 set it up, that's something that she would have had to ask Beretta and
That's
disembark
even
on,
worse.
because
So,
it's
yeah,
their
so
footage.
and it still hasn't even dropped officially on the channel. So again, when it comes back down to me, okay, Scotty just said Gamo versus Blood Cousins dropped today at 12. It doesn't matter. You already premiered it with the words and narratives and everything you already did. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We've seen it.
So it'll be dropping in like an hour? No. No, it says Central Time.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
they in
that's in the
Houston,
hour.
but does it matter when y'all let C3 drop it on her time and y'all dropped it on your time without ever letting us know after we had all these issues with the timing and all kind of things anyways? Was
That was
that
my
really
next
fair?
that was my next
That's
question.
not something I would have did. That's not something I would have did. I put myself in a league in an event coordinator's shoes, and that's not something I would have did or that I felt was impartial to both parties. That's not something I felt.
I agree with that.
So again,
What exactly happened with the time? I saw people in the comments were saying they did rap.
originally URL offered us 1 round battles. So me and Flames were to ask, what is the time limit? It was 5 to 7 minutes. So we wrote 5 minutes. It just is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? They had called and asked us, could we switch it to 3 rounds at the last minute? But I already had a battle set up the week after. Flames had a battle 2 weeks before. We couldn't do it. So when we got there, we found out that they had already wrote 3 rounds. So they put it together.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care. Again, like, this is just combat. Like, you win some, you lose some. But now that you have did this premiere on our channel, all this stuff, now I'm wondering y'all intent as an artist that was hired by y'all. I know it's hard to be a battle rapper and a league owner, but it's the intent thing. Y'all could have dropped it on the YouTube channel first, and I would not have felt the way. At
Yeah, I
that
think.
point, everybody's gonna be watching it. Y'all
Yeah,
could
I
have
think
dropped it on
that's
the
the.
app first. They could have dropped it on the app first. I wouldn't have felt a way. At that point, everybody would be watching it, and
And that's.
the agreements would have been honored. But me and Flames didn't know anything, and I'm not even going to involve Flames because this is a coffee grievance.
Mhm. I think I see it.
Scotty, you can put that face. You can ask Scotty because I don't even know if in your mind, if y'all understand
I
where I'm coming
understand.
from. It's not personal.
I understand exactly where you're coming from. I can even understand where it could have possibly been a conflict of interest with
It
Beretta being the
already
lead
is a
owner,
conflict of
and then.
interest. And then C3 being friends with 40, not inviting us. It was a lot of things that left me and Flames high and dry. It wasn't impartial and it wasn't professional, right? It's a learning experience for us all, right? It just wasn't cool.
Somebody said bring Scotty.
Yeah,
Um,
I said bring Scotty in because I don't, it's not no ill intent. I spoke with Beretta already. This is not nothing that we didn't discuss. But don't get on here
yeah,
and act like
don't
it's
seem
about
upset.
the next female because no, this is the thing too. But it's not even about me putting down the next black woman in her platform. I've never done that. I might talk mess about 40 all day, but I'm not gonna shit on you on your platform. My problem comes back to my business that have nothing to do with Shorty. So you trying to put that narrative out there to the army of your fans is not cool. Period.
Yeah, I felt like before watching the battle, I felt like I was getting ready to watch a battle that you lost just off the fact of how it was presented going in. So that was my
And then
part.
you let the two bitches preview it that was talking. We was talking shit back and forth in the parking lot trying to promote another 2-on-2 with 40 and Hart while C3 and Beretta was there. Like this looks crazy. And anybody that don't understand that, I promise you it's like real personal. I can't help you. But this is very basic minimum neutrality that should be expected in any agreement between two battlers.
Do you think that you can do business with Houston Barcode in the future?
I think it's a learning experience. So yeah, like I don't really know what the details is like. And at the end of the day, it wasn't just Houston Barco. I think a lack of communication came from Black Market on their end too, because it was a joint card. Like y'all booked, we're your talent that y'all brought to Houston Barco. So communication
Mm-hmm.
should have been made from somewhere. I'm not
Okay.
just holding them accountable. I'm holding everybody accountable. The communication and the um overall way that it was handled wasn't cool to me and Flames. Everybody else was cool. Everybody else business was straight as far as C3 and Beretta, but me and Flames business was not handled. We weren't communicated with properly. It just is what it is.
I'm sure people are going to ask. It seems like there's always seems to be a conflict with contract or business, with URL or your battles. Is there something that maybe can be done differently, or is it just people simply not honoring what's in the contract?
No, I simply think that battle rap is a lot of people trying to handle business that ain't never been involved in business. A lot of people trying to deal in contracts that don't know contractual law.
Hmm.
So I'm sitting here being very familiar with that stuff, holding people accountable to what's on these lines I'm signing because it's abiding, and
Right.
this shit don't mean nothing to them. So
So
it's
even
very
when you bring it
tough.
up, right.
So it just is what it is. I think everywhere I go, I might have this problem. But me personally, I'm very hands-on in all my business. I'm constantly getting updates. I want everything handled ahead of time and stuff like that constantly because this is something I do for a living. You got people that woke up, never worked a job in their life, never owned anything, never had credit or, you know what I mean, trying to handle business or understand business and ain't never had the proper knowledge or know-how to handle it. You know what I mean? And a prime example of that is 40. If you don't understand my frustration with my agreements not being met, then you don't know business. And that have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Period.
I think in this situation, Beretta might have just put her business hat to the side and was more so in her battler
Because
mode.
we all been waiting for the battle to drop, right? When I spoke with her,
Right.
she discussed it too. Like it been months. And she said she didn't have no update either. So like maybe if she would have hit me and said, hey, I don't got no update, I could have hit them, or maybe something could have been done different. It was really a big like miscommunications from beginning all the way to the end. And now it's over. But I just want to I have to come clear my name because like a lot of leagues don't do that. Y'all see the shit that just happened with Hustle. They did not come forward and clarify shit. So I'm gonna do it myself because it's not a problem with these bitches. My problem came back to not knowing what was going on with my business.
And I will say I did see Beretta say on the live that there was no issues with Coffee, that whatever
No.
had happened publicly, it was smoothed over, and that she did have love for you. So I did hear her say that on
Yeah.
her live with 40.
And the same thing with them.
And even with 40, I did hear 40 say, she was joking in the clip. It was some shady things said, but she did say that, it was battle rap and that she was
I
joking.
just gotta clip that there because in this group, they're just gonna watch that clip. They're not gonna go back to watch her full live or nothing, and they're gonna have in their mind that here go
I think it's in the
Coffee
clip.
trying to turn on females and do all that stuff. I am all for Black women having platforms, having a voice, having all that shit. That's what I do for a living, right? So don't do that to me. Some shit happened I didn't understand with my business. I was in black and white, so it got straightened out. But yeah, initially that was the shock factor. I was very shocked to see that that's where my battle was premiering, like, period.
Well, I
So
definitely
yeah.
think this may give a good backstory or a footing for the U and 40 battle. People have been excited for that anyway. That is looking like the next move for both of you.
Yeah, and moving forward, don't let 40 do none of my shit. What's wrong? Like, no, not 40. What's wrong with y'all? Not 40. Like, what the fuck?
We could have
What?
premiered
No. We could have did it on Angry Fan. We could have did it anywhere except on 40s. Like,
it.
but we're here now.
Well, I'm glad you was able to clear that air. I see Scotty said he gonna let Beretta speak on it. Coffee, bring your
Yeah,
finance
so
here. Let me fly you out.
yeah, so
My cousin
he's
is
crazy.
married.
So I just really wanted, and I just really wanted to get on here and clarify the shit about the 40 shit. Because what y'all not finna do is run with a narrative that my whole issue was just about it being on her thing, which that is part of it. It's like 80% of it. But the other 20% come from my contract. But thank you for getting on here. It's nice to see y'all, cousins. And I'm getting back to my business, the one that I have that y'all don't.
All right, now don't show that screen now.
It's an email. It ain't got shit on there.
All right, thank you. All right.
Bye.
All right.